G'day viewers, Retro Man here again, and welcome to part 3 of my tribute. I'm sure you know this guy here, Hulk Hogan, who sadly passed away today at his home in Florida. He had a heart attack, and as I understand it, the poor guy had a very complex operation about a month or so back, and he had been through various stages of rehabilitation, and he sadly passed away. So this book comes with an introduction by Hulk Hogan, and he is one of the most famous wrestlers of all time. And today I felt the best way to pay tribute to Hulk Hogan is to check out this really cool book that I've had since the early 90s. This book covers the WWF in the 80s through to the early 90s. It's in mint condition. It's a wonderful wrestling book, and I still remember the day I purchased it and picked it up for the bargain price of $9.95 here in Australia, and I got it from Angus and Robinson's bookshop. I snagged it for half price. When I saw it there for half price, I just had to have it. So let's take a look at the final third of the book now and bring back some Hulkamania memories. So it says here, get to grips with WWF. And these are some of the pay-per-view events. And that's Hulkster again, I believe. Interesting photo there. So we have the Royal Rumble, and another great photo here of one of the Royal Rumbles. Now remember, this book features just the infancy of the sport, those early years, which I think were the most exciting. It had a renegade feel to it, a lot of energy, a lot of colour. Very exciting years in the 80s and 90s. At SummerSlam, and the Ultimate Warrior is lifting the belt. He won against Honky Tonk Man. And we have Andre the Giant and the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Miss Elizabeth is also in that photo, I must not forget. And we have Andre again, and the $1 Million Man, and Hulk. And that was really cool. I remember SummerSlam 88. That takes me back. It was when I really loved the wrestling. And there they are, the nuptials. That's when Randy married Elizabeth. And great shot here of Hulk in action. Yeah, plenty of Hulk Hogan in this book. That's why I chose this particular book, because it serves Hulk so well. Survivor Series, the early Survivor Series. There's Hulk again with the belt. And there's Hulk again with someone inflicting some punishment there. The WWF goes global. And we have a fantastic shot there of the British Bulldog making his way into the arena. And there's some spectators, some of the big fans. Kids loved Hulk Hogan, and look at this guy's shirt. Yeah. Kids just simply adored the Hulkster. And it was a wonderful time in the world, those years during the 80s and 90s, when the WWF was flying and these guys were the flavour. And it was just a lot of fun. And we've got Ted DiBiase there, the $1 Million Man, with his partner, Sensational Sherry. So another great shot here of Rowdy Roddy Piper, the late Rowdy Roddy with his island hat. And I was a fan of that guy. I think he was a bit of an underestimated talent, and I really liked his work in They Live, the John Carpenter sci-fi film. I thought he was great in that. So, yeah, look at that. The Mouth of the South. And he's looking at the Beatles by the looks of it. And there we go, fans of the British Bulldog, they're out in force. And this was obviously a global event in the UK that this portion of the book documents here with the WWF going global. But look at those arenas and the crowds. It's amazing. And we have some spectators there with the Hulkamania dolls, Hulk rules. He really did. And look at that. Catch as catch can. The story of the World Wrestling Federation is one of success. And we've got some Hulkster hats there by the looks of it. This is kind of a merchandise area at the back of the book. Sid Justice is on a pillow. I find a lot of this quite funny, and I remember it very warmly. So, yeah, it was a great time to be alive back in the 80s and 90s. And look at that, Hulk Hogan there and Dolly Parton. You know, a bit of a weird match, but great photo. And look at that there, another shot of Hulk. And I think that's a scene of him fighting Zeus. Actually, that's out of the movie No Holds Barred, which was Hulk's first major starring role in a movie. He was the leading man. No Holds Barred was a very fun movie. It came a few years after Rocky III. Of course, he made that appearance opposite Stallone and he played Thunderlips. And this led to further work, and No Holds Barred was one of them, where he faced off with Zeus. And we've got more of Hulkster's movie work here. Look at that. Suburban Commando. That was a movie I remember going to see in the cinema. That was Hulk Hogan getting involved in fantasy and sci-fi. It was his Star Wars of sorts. And it was a fish out of water film. Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future was in it. Such a cool kids movie. I remember seeing it on the big screen, and I had a lot of fun with it. I just felt that at the time he was a very entertaining guy. So yeah, a couple of cool stills from Suburban Commando, and it was great watching Hulk on the big screen back in the early 90s. There we go, doing some business deals behind the desk. And we've got the $1 Million Man there. And by the looks of it, Andre the Giant, who's an absolute legend. And a great shot there, look at that, of Hulk Hogan and Andre. Two physical specimens. Andre was a huge guy, and so was Hulk Hogan. So to see the two of them here in the ring, wow, I remember that fight just like yesterday. And it was wonderful seeing Hogan and Andre, two of the giants of the wrestling world, in action. So we're getting towards the end of the book now, and another great shot of Hulk Hogan in 1991. This is for the Special Olympics in Minnesota, and Hulk was proudly wearing the belt. He was the heavyweight champ, wasn't he? And he knew how to flaunt it. He had those shirts that he tore apart. He had the bandana. The yellow and red was his signature back in the day. And I remember these WWF magazines. I have a couple of them, and it's neat having a picture of that in the back as well. So we've come to the end now. That's the index. And yeah, all good things must come to an end. And I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at this WWF wrestling book. Read all about what the whole world is watching. And geez, that was a real trip down memory lane. It brings back so many wonderful memories. It was very sad today to hear about the passing of Hulk Hogan. We can push his private life aside and his political beliefs and just focus on the joy that he gave everybody. When he stepped into that ring, he was, a premier showman in the 80s and 90s. And people just loved it when he tore open and ripped apart those shirts. He must have had heaps of them in the prop department. And I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at this book. So guys, that just about does it. This is Retro Man signing off. It's getting pretty late at night now, so we'll leave it at that. But Hulk Hogan, may you rest in peace, and thank you for all the fights, all the memories, and being a real ambassador during those years for children. We've lost another icon. Very sad. Yeah. See you, big guy. R.I.P. Hulkster. And this video really is for all the Hulkamaniacs out there. You know who you are. And I hope you've enjoyed checking this wonderful book out. I'll just give you a look at the spine before I sign off. WWF Wrestling, the official book. Hamlin brought it out. So yeah, until next time, this is Retro Man, living the dream and sharing the memories. Thanks for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. Until next time, this is Retro Man, living the dream, retro style. Stay gold.
Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang. But in the meantime, please check out these other episodes.